The United States is pleased with the adoption today of Resolution 2023, imposing additional sanctions on Eritrea for its failure to comply with its obligations under previous Security Council resolutions, including 1907, passed 2 years ago this month. This resolution underscores the international community's condemnation of Eritrea's destabilizing behavior in the Horn and its support for terrorism. It strengthens the provisions of 1907 and imposes additional obligations on Eritrea, limits its ability to continue to use the mining sector and the diaspora tax to fund its illicit activities. We think this is an important step that is a good affirmation of the unity of the international community in response to the pleas that we heard from the leadership of the IGAD states this morning, who were unanimous in underscoring their concern about the threat posed by Eritrea and their call upon the Council for stronger sanctions. I want to congratulate Gabon and Nigeria for their leadership in sponsoring and shepherding the resolution, and I'm happy to take a couple questions. We don't think the resolution was rushed. Discussions began on the resolution back in October. There were negotiations throughout the month of November. On Wednesday, the Council decided to schedule a vote for today, Monday. We issued an invitation on Wednesday evening to the Eritrean President to address the Council Monday morning. On Thursday, we got a letter from Eritrea saying that they didn't intend to come. On Friday, they applied for visas at our embassy in Asmara. They applied for 13 visas on Friday morning. 10 were issued within a few short hours. The final 3 were issued before or by 10 o'clock the next day. All the visas were issued in 24 hours, and President Isaias's was issued just hours after it was applied for, which I think, as many of you know, is close to record speed. We had been expecting that the Eritrean delegation would arrive. Our embassy was awaiting details on their flight information so that we could process that as we normally do. It never came, and then we got another letter yesterday saying that for logistical reasons unexplained, they weren't coming. They had ample time to be here in person or through other means as the other IGAD delegations did, and we have no explanation for their not being here except that they perhaps didn't like what was going to happen today.
They also seem to say, they said it's sort of lacked due process to have the resolution already in blue and going to be voted on. Sort of like, what was the point of talking if everything is already set up with no chance to go and check with capitals or to reconsider the resolution?
No.
They also, and I wanted to ask you one other thing about what Russia said. Russia said that there wasn't sufficient proof provided of this alleged plot to attack the AU summit in Addis. Do you think there was sufficient proof in front of the Council on that matter?
Let me address both those matters. First of all, you'll recall that Eritrea requested to address the Council last summer. It sent its foreign minister and a senior presidential advisor. We spent a couple of hours with Eritrea and other IGAD delegations hearing their viewpoints. This was soon after the monitoring group report was made available. They had opportunity to address those allegations. We had a discussion and a very full exchange of views. So there was not any absence of opportunity for the members of the Council to hear Eritrea's point of view and that of other regional states to inform our deliberations. The Eritreans had the opportunity to be here again today and make their case. They chose not to do so. The other IGAD states took that opportunity, I think, to good effect. With respect to the Somali-Eritrea Monitoring Group evidence regarding the plot, the thankfully foiled plot and planned attack on the African Union Summit in January. The evidence provided by the monitoring group we know to be very compelling, and we have every confidence in its full veracity. The Ethiopian government enabled every embassy in Addis Ababa to come and view the evidence themselves. Some took the opportunity to do so, others didn't. I don't understand the basis for Russia's claim that the evidence was not available or not compelling. From the United States point of view, we have every confidence in the veracity of that evidence. Thank you very much.
Okay, I just want to say a couple of reasons why I thank God. Because first, I want to thank God, because I'm part of Eritrean people, and how Eritrean people care about their country than anything else. That's like treasure. You cannot find that. And also, I want to thank God to be part of this historical day. Everybody should remember it in their life, because at the end of this day, we're going to make a difference for our Eritrean people. Okay, so now you people may be wondering why an 8-year-old kid will be here on a school day instead of going to school, because school is a priority. But I'm here so people can hear my voice about what I think about these unjust sanctions. Because if we don't fight these sanctions, it's going to affect me. And I want to have a great life. And it's going to affect me more than people who already went through a bad experience in Eritrea. Because now I have a long way to go. My life has just started. So I don't want anything bad to happen. I want to have a great life. So that's why I'm going to fight over these sanctions. So now United Nations has been putting sanctions on us, needed by United States of America and British. But these sanctions don't have a legal These sanctions don't have a legal background. They're not so thick enough to be the right sanction. This is just injustice. You cannot find these kind of sanctions anywhere because they're just some nonsense. Eritrea government, which is the people too, are really focusing right now what to do for the future kids. Now these sanctions, United Nations has been putting sanctions on us because the Djibouti Border Dispute Commission. But how come in 2003, when we had final and binding with Ethiopia Border Commission dispute, how come Ethiopia still is Eritrean territory. They never got punished. Where's the justice? In fact, we don't need these sanctions. Ethiopia, Guyana does, not us. And also, I want to give a message to Barack Obama to challenge him, President Obama. Okay, so, you know when you were running for President Obama, I loved you. You were my leader. I followed you in every step. You were my role model. But then the happiness you gave me turned into a sadness. Cause in your inauguration, you said you would give hands to people/countries who would make peace. But you can't find Eritrea anywhere in this world because they make what? Peace. They try to make the best peace they could. So how come you don't give hands to Eritrea? Obama, don't hide the justice under your little blanket. You need to show it. You're not in your fun dream anymore. You're in the reality world. We have to tell the truth to your country, to this world, and especially to Eritrea. You have to be true to yourself. And also, I want to give a message to Susan Rice. First, you give us a Christmas present, which is the sanctions. Then you say, you care for us. Stop trying to fool us, because Eritreans have went through a 30-year war. No, you can't fool us. We've learned a lot of experiences, so Susan, no time for joking.